So as now you're going into retirement, semi-retirement. When you told me retirement, I knew you weren't going to really retire because you can't sit still. Going into this and kind of like winding down, looking back on things, is there anything that sticks out to where you just walked away and felt like, and I know you've got tons of stories, so it's probably going to take you just a minute to figure out which one you'd like to share, where you're like, as a team, you and your coaches, we really came together with this one, and it's like if we look up the word impact in the dictionary, right, or we had to give a testimonial of it, like that would be it for you and your experience over the years.
I'm going to go back to 2014. I'm just going to use a team.
Sure.
We were a good football team, but we were struggling, and there were a couple things that happened during that year. We ultimately, in the end, won the whole thing. All right, but we weren't on that track. There was a game we were playing on a Friday night up at Carmel, or I had messed up. I'm really good about planning for the weather.
Yeah.
And we saw that there was a chance of rain, but what I didn't pay attention was not only the rain, but there was a cold front going to come through. Okay. So we're warming up. It's 68 degrees. Feels good. No wind, no rain. We're in just our shirts. We warm up. We go back in the locker room. We come out after the warm up, and the rain is hit. The wind's about 30 miles an hour, and the temperature's dropping really fast. Well, the team on the other sidelines in parkas, all nice and dry. We're now soaked and shivering.
Yeah.
And the team self-destructed. We gave up 500 yards rushing that night, and one game got murdered.
Yeah.
Got beat 37-14, and it wasn't even that close. And we were not. The team turned on each other. The coaches, that Sunday meeting, the coaches meeting was brutal.
Yeah.
And they're we don't have this, and you're not. And I let everybody vent. I let all the coaches in that room vent. I let them all have their say, and then I calmly stood up and said, all right, now, we're all done. We're all mad. What do we got to do to fix it? And I said, I'm not even talking about scheme. I don't care about your offense, and I don't care about your defense.
Yeah.
Because our kids have turned on each other, and our kids have turned on us. How do we fix that? And there was an older coach on my staff, Chuck, who's good as gold. I mean, been a multi-state champion coach himself. His son was one of my assistants, and he started talking me through it. This is what we need to do. This is what we need to do here. This is how we need to approach this. And we started making notes. And then that week, we're still in the regular season. We're getting ready to play another really good team on Friday night, and we don't play any better. We win, but we don't play any better.
Yeah.
And he pulls me off to the side, and he says, we're okay. That word right there meant everything to me because I didn't think we were okay.
Yeah.
We won, but my head's down. He goes, we're okay. Let them know they're okay. And I thought to myself, you're right. Because my body language is telling them I'm not okay. Yeah. I'm not okay. Well, then the next week we win a couple blowouts. We're in the tournament, and we win 2 games that we shouldn't have won.
Yeah.
We're in the state finals. We're playing the team that rushed for 500 yards on us. And all week, he just kept reminding me, tell your kids they're okay. They have to believe in what we're doing. He goes, it may not work on Saturday. We played on it may not work.
Yeah.
We may not win, but they got to believe. Just like kids, just like the people in the corporation got to believe in the mission statement of your corporation.
Sure.
They got to believe it.
Yeah.
And you got to live that mission statement. As the executive, as the president, as the owner, you got to live your mission. And so we just kept pounding into them. Story goes, we get down to the state finals. We're down 17-0, 8 seconds into the second quarter. I get on the headset. I get on the headset. I tell all the coaches, get on the same frequency. And I said, we're going to be okay. Coach your kids, not the scoreboard. Just coach them. And I can still hear the older coach in my head, Chuck, in my headset go, we're okay. He just keeps pounding it in me.
Yeah.
We score the next 42 points. And we win the state championship. And I look back at that and I thought, that voice in my head, that coach in my head, constantly reminding us that things are okay.
Yeah.
And me reminding kids that we're in a positive manner, that things are going to work out. We sometimes get beat down because things don't go the way we want them to go. And we got to remind ourselves that we got to stay the course, and we got to find a way to be successful and move forward and love each other and hug each other. And in the end, things will be okay.
So you were focused on, I don't care what the score is, we're going back to the fundamentals. We're going to block and tackle, right? Meat and potatoes.
I was stopped focusing on the outcome and focused on the process.